But I think what Ed was really asking was not so much why did you join or how did you feel when you joined. I think his question was, how did you feel while you were there? How did you feel while you were staying? When the president was attacking the press, was attacking journalists, and basically you ask, how could the president stay popular if he was really against human rights? Well, part of it, frankly, was because the president was precisely denigrating the value of human rights and saying, wag niyong pansinin yan. So, how did you feel, not as you were joining, but while you were right there?
I felt it was very healthy in a democracy. You talk about the president hitting the media. Why? Has the media ever loved the president? The media hits the president all the time. Why is it when the media hits him, it's okay, it's part of the democracy. When the president hits back at the media, it's an affront to press freedom. I think if you hit the president, he's entitled to reply, because that's part and parcel also of freedom of expression, the right to reply. So how do I feel about it? It's part of democracy. You hit the president, he responds. Alam nga namang he'll take it sitting down.
What is part of being a democratic leader with values in democracy and press freedom? When we make a distinction between attacking media, that's fair. I mean, you attack us, we attack each other, we criticize each other. That's fair. The president can attack journalists if he wants, if he can criticize how we're reporting. But when the president attacks the very concept and the very value of human rights and press freedom and democracy, that's different, you will agree, from criticizing reportage and coverage, especially coming from a democratically elected and what we would hope to be a moral leader of the country.
Well, in the first place, you have, I think, the wrong conclusion that he's attacking institutions. He does not. He will not have survived more than 30 years in politics if he does not know how to deal with the media. He's the best PR for himself. He's the best spokesperson for himself. And that's why my rule was, if he has spoken, I don't add, I don't subtract. I could clarify, put things in contract, but never add or subtract. No? So I think you're wrong there, quite frankly.
Well,
no?
let
and
me
I
try
will agree that he attacked the media because, as I said, no, he has never filed a libel suit in his own life. He refuses to file a libel suit because he knows it's part and parcel of public life. So he obviously, as a lawyer, has known about the jurisprudence that those in government should not be onion skin. And quite frankly, the kind of criticism hurled against him are types of criticisms that other despots would probably invoke as grounds for the exercise of extraordinary powers. But he has taken them in stride. What more do you want?
Sorry, I think, no, while you say that he has never filed any libel case, he's never, et cetera, I think that what stands out as far as press freedom would be ABS-CBN. And while you can say that this was a franchise issue and that it was Congress that initiated it, I think it'll be very difficult to believe that had he not influenced it somehow, that ABS-CBN would still be here. How did you feel while that was going on? Did you not feel that that was a pretty strong statement of influence over his perceived critics, i.e. the press?
You know, let me tell you for the first time, I succeeded 3 times in convincing the president to just ignore the issue of ABS-CBN. But let me reiterate first, you cannot dismiss the fact that it is the Constitution itself, the people through the Constitution, that says that all broadcast media must get a legislative franchise from Congress. And whether or not the president has influenced Congress, the fact remains that primary jurisdiction to award these franchises remain with ABS-CBN, with Congress. But actually, in my position as a spokesperson, of course, I've had to advise him to allow ABS-CBN, no? But it was not within his power. And actually succeeded even to get his consent to communicate to members of Congress that it is okay for them to vote according to their conscience, which I did mention. Okay? But, you know, ABS-CBN should have realized that It is the Constitution that requires a franchise, and they should have done everything and anything in their power to convince Congress to give them that. But I actually succeeded already in the President agreeing for me to make a public announcement that members of Congress can vote according to their conscience, and I hope you will remember that. No? So as far as I'm concerned, as an exponent of freedom of the press, I did what I could, but the reality is it was the call of Congress.